Tigers
and Dragons. Oh
Episode
my!
3.
What? Episode 3. Where the
Where is
fuck
Ponce?
is Ponce?
Where is Ponce? Man, where's he gonna come out of? Do you think he's gonna come out of somewhere different?
I don't know. Oh no!
Out of Simba was like Ponce created. No, Simba. Do you want to tell him?
Yeah. So Ponce.
He's no longer
Ponce
with us.
came out is, yeah, he's actually at a show right now. He's just at a show.
Ponce is performing a show.
Performing right now. We
Basically,
actually
right now
have to go catch it.
Yeah, we have to catch him performing literally
before it ends.
Before this, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
He had a show today, and we have a pod today. And guess what? Sometimes Ponce just disappears. So, and sometimes there's things that can't be changed. So, and sometimes I won't be here. Sometimes Simba might not be here. But no matter what, the Tigers and Dragons will keep things running. We'll keep doing what we do. And so today we have me
Tiger
and Dragon. Me and Simba.
All right, here we go, guys. Here we go.
So I don't even think we have a name for this episode. We'll figure that out. Obviously, you guys will see the name. We don't know what it is.
We're gonna
yet.
call it Rings and Things. So I want
Rings
to
and
know
Things.
what's the story?
Tigers
What's
and
the
Dragons
story?
and
Rings and Things, bro.
Dude,
Come on.
Honestly, bro,
Help a brother out.
You talking about the
Help
drip,
a brother out,
you
bro.
talking about
I
the
want to
drip, bro?
understand. Yes,
You wanna see the
because
drip?
part of artistry, a lot of artists they use jewelry or whatever they can
You
to
gotta
express themselves.
accessorize.
And there's things, there's stories to just like our art. There's stories to our jewelry.
And
so
the
what's
one
going
question
on?
I get a lot is, dude, like, where do you get your jewelry from? Everyone always asks me where I get my jewelry from. And the answer is everywhere. So here's how I jewelry shop. Okay, I've been into jewelry. I've always loved fashion. I've always loved, clothing and accessorizing and hats and jewelry and things like that since I was young. Right, bro? I used to wear one motorcycle glove on my right hand.
What
or
was it?
two.
Was it black or was it white?
It was red and black and white.
Wow.
Yeah, which was crazy.
That
I did that
wasn't
before
even-
Michael Jackson, I think. I just did it, bro.
That's just some.
I just did that swagger as a young kid, man.
Before Michael.
Before Michael.
It can't be.
It was
Mike.
before
It's not
Michael. It
before
had to
Mike.
have been. It was either
It
before
probably
Michael
was
or
not
in the
before
exact
Michael.
time. But listen, it was probably not before Michael. But before I knew who Michael
You're 24
was.
years old, dude.
I know, dude, I know. I was probably like 7 or 6 years old. Anyways,
Okay.
I've always loved jewelry, and I am a person with ADHD. I love to go and shop. I love to go and get distracted. One of my favorite things to do is get distracted. Sometimes I go places just to get distracted.
Right, like the
Literally.
strip club.
No. Except that one. No,
He
I'm just
doesn't
kidding.
go there. He
No,
doesn't
never,
go there.
Never. You'll never catch me there.
Dragons
Anyways,
don't go there.
Dragons don't go there, bro.
Even though they
come,
like-
they
even
come
though
to
they-
us. They come to the strip
Even though they
club,
like
us, no.
princesses in gold, they
Yeah,
don't go
bro.
to
We don't go to
strip
strip
clubs.
clubs. No. But anyways, no, dude, I like to go to adventures, and I like to go to shops, especially. And while I'm on my travels, I find jewelry shops, and a lot of the times, at first, it was like titanium. And here's the thing with jewelry: titanium is very heavy, and it's a lot thicker, so you'll like feel it on your hands. Silver, and why I like silver, and especially sterling silver, good fit silver, is it's really light.
Really light. Yeah.
Really light, and it doesn't feel like you even have anything on your hands. So I switched to silver a few years ago, but I'll explain it like this. Ready? We got this one in an airport in Texas. This one, again, in an airport in Texas. And you were going to ask me about this earlier. This one is jasper, opalite, some other kinds of jasper and whatnot. It's actually a little bit broken, but I still wear it because it's cool. I got these two in a two different vintage thrift stores in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Got this from a shop in in Las Vegas called Queenham Cultivation. I got this from Charleston, South Carolina. I got this one also from an airport in Texas. There's one airport that has really good rings. I got these 3 from there. I got this one. This is a new member of the family from this bracelet that I got in Nashville. This one from a Moroccan lady. After a show, I headlined an event, a festival thing in Las Vegas called First Friday. And I headlined it, came back after, was on a good little run. Moroccan lady in Las Vegas, boom. South Carolina, Greenville. I traded a friend. He gave me his ring. He gave me this ring. I gave him my ring. I was like, dude, a little jewelry trade. And then this is Malachite and Azurite, which my middle name is Malachi. Fun fact. Got this in South Carolina, Greenville as well. And a lot of the jewelry is kind of the same thing, like random heirlooms, vintage stores, and whatnot. And try to keep it mostly all silver, except for some leather stuff and whatnot here and there.
Just to preface this, he is not a serial killer. These are not like his like trophies.
No,
you
these
know?
are not trophies.
He didn't get them.
You should
for,
see my trophy case, though. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
should- if you cross-reference the dates on when he got those rings
Yeah.
and the missing people that showed up in those
Exactly.
states,
Dude, honestly though, yeah, dude, tell me about your jewelry, man. So what's going on with your jewelry? Because we talked about mine now. I have some necklaces we can get into those later in a second, but this is not all gonna be about jewelry. We're listen, man. This is number one thing when it comes to being an artist too. Is a lot of people overlook this. A lot of people are like, oh man, like I'm so talented. I should have people looking at me and gazing upon my glory. Where bro, you're wearing baggy, raggedy holes in your sweats, Nikes, and a shirt you got in middle school. No one's gonna look at you, bro. Like, don't ever get on stage. Don't ever get on stage and be wearing slides or some stuff you don't like. I mean, if you got swagger in a way that it works, yes. But don't come up on like wearing like a jacket you got bought when you were like 16 years old and you're 28 years old. Like, don't do that. Get some wearable art from Where Is Up, and 2, get some jewelry. See, Jordan's at least got some Mr. Simba's got some necklaces on. Tell me about your necklaces, brother.
It's true. I do have necklaces, but I also want to comment on that. I feel like, I don't know, like I've met some of the coolest. I've seen some of like Incubus and stuff. They go up there like just like cut off jeans and like no shoes on. And then,
yeah, that's the way I want to perform with no
they
shoes
go
on.
down and they're like on their like on like kind of like just crouched down, and they like give you like this really cool intimate vibe like while they're like singing. It's so cool while they play, and I like that style. I like that style too. Like I think what he's saying is right too. Like
It's a
dress
blend.
up right.
It's a
You're like
blend.
dress your thing, but dress yourself the way that you express yourself.
Yeah, express
like find
yourself how
your
you want
thing
to.
is what he's trying to say. He's trying to say just don't hold on to what you thought was the fad at the time, right?
Or don't like hold back on yourself and like think it doesn't matter too much just because it's whatever. Like,
because actually, but that does work for some people.
Some people work. Some people works.
can wear like
not like whatever, bro.
like whatever, then just rock it. But I think that adding some bit of flair to expression so that when people have a first impression of you is basically what Elijah's trying to talk about. But I think that also there is an element to like rocking the free edgy look of like I don't give a fuck and going out on stage like no shoes
there's levels to it for sure. So
like it's happened in history, so don't think that you can't do it.
No,
but just do it the right way. Look at how they did it, right? You know what I mean? Like, and that's the way you want to pull it off.
So tell me about your jewelry though. I actually have never asked you this. Like, what is your jewelry? Bro, tell me about your jewelry.
Jewelry, my sister
There's
name.
so much jewelry, bro. Come on, tell me about your jewelry, bro.
But for real, shout out to my sister Jewel. Her name Jewel.
Nice.
I got to name her actually. You know that?
Really?
My mom when she was born.
Don't talk.
My mom when she was
too
born.
close to the mic.
She told me she's like, do you want her name to be Jade or Jewel? and I was like Jewel. But I was so upset because my sister, her birthday was October 1st and mine was the 6th, right?
Yeah.
So when I was young, for some reason I had this impression that I was like, dude. The first thing that happened, I was like, dude, like that means that she's gonna get her birthday celebrated before mine. Like that's literally how I thought of it. Like,
dude, man,
I was 3. I don't know how I don't know why I processed like
why
that.
did she get a birthday before I get?
Like I was like, oh, that's not cool.
I was born first, yeah.
But I treated her like a
that's
princess,
so
bro.
Funny, bro. That's cool, man. That's really good.
And I named her Jewel.
Yeah.
But jewelry. Speaking of jewelry,
Yeah.
this right here, this kind of ties that in too. This is my dad. This is a bullet that has it's screw on, screw off, and it has it's been kind of beat up throughout the years, but it has my dad's ashes in it.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, this has my
That's
dad's
awesome.
ashes, and this necklace actually is it's a friend of mine. His name is Patrick, and he's a firefighter. And before we were all in high school, and we used to work out late at night, and I don't know if I'm even supposed to say. I'm not gonna say his last name, okay?
Yeah. Just keep it. Yeah.
We used to work out late
Patrick
at night.
Starr.
I can't even tell you where it's from, okay?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we used to smoke a lot of weed. All right, we used to smoke.
Oh, the secret's out.
We used to smoke a lot of weed when we were kids. All right, when we were children and
Youngsters.
before we were even adults. All right,
Come on
we used
now.
to smoke a lot of weed. All right.
Yep, felt that.
And we'd go out, we'd work out. We had all these things, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do music and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, I'm gonna do Well, at the time, he's like, I'm gonna do firefighting. I think I just want to do firefighting. And one day, I didn't have like any drip on or like anything. Or, like, I didn't really believe in necklaces. Honestly, I wasn't a necklace person.
I get you.
And he like randomly like he's like, here, this is my family heirloom, bro. Like this is like silver, and it's like a special silver, and it had this cross on it that actually is ironically the same cross that I was given to replace it. It's like the same print of it, but I think it's called a Celtic cross, or I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
It's some sort of cross, if you can like look at that. But this kind of cross was on here, and it was all silver cross, like it would bend and stuff if you hit it the wrong way, you know.
Yeah.
But it was on there for the longest time, and I've had this for like since I was like maybe 16, 17 years old. So yeah, I've just kind of held on to this thing, and he told me, he's like, never lose it, please. Like, I just I would hate to see you lose it, man. And like, dude, I haven't talked to that kid in like 3 years.
Oh wow.
And I still think about him every day that I wear this necklace. It's just like really weird.
That's really cool, man.
Like,
he'll see the pod. Hopefully.
I know he is a firefighter now for sure. So I'm really excited.
Hopefully he'll
to
see
like
the pod and get to be like,
he's like, dude, he's got the necklace still,
got it on, bro.
Yeah.
It's still part of your drip, bro.
And this right here is like just like it's a little rope thing. I had a lot of people stay in my house like as I was growing up, and I guess like a couple people like. Not growing up. Sorry, as I was an adult, as I was like going through my young adult phase, like 17 when I had my first like apartment and stuff to like 19, 20, 21. I ended up having a friend leave this, and I didn't know who it was, and I kept asking everybody. I was like, "Whose is this?" And it wasn't mine.
And it never got a owner, huh?
No one said they owned it, and so I was like, okay. So I just wore it around them, and no one said shit.
Right,
like, and so I'm like, all right, isn't mine. And so I don't know where it came from.
Nice, dude. It was good to you.
Yeah,
we gotta get you some rings, bro.
I had rings. I used to have rings when I was in the band. I was in the band Sex. Oh yeah.
He was in a band called Sex.
Band called Sex, dude. I was in a band called Sex, and it was.
It's a way cooler tattoo now, though. By the way,
they tried stealing my music. Yeah, with the cross
with the line through it.
Yeah. It's like less lame because
like, less lame. Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, so
it's not that it was lame, but it was.
It felt like it, because when people look at it, they think it's douchey. They're like, oh, like
sex? What about sex? What about it?
What do you do? Sex a lot?
What do you fuck a lot?
Are you a sex guy? Are you a sex monster?
You a sex monster? Sex mongrel?
Sex maniac?
Yeah,
stay away from my daughter.
Stay away from my wife.
Maniac.
Stay away from my children. Stay away from my business, and stay away from my. No, I'm just kidding. Stay away from
the princess, dude. Well, so that's first of all, that's hella funny, dude. Do you have any plans to get more tattoos? By the way, like trying to get anything crazy?
Yeah. I'm. Did I tell you about the Elmer Fudd one? I'm getting Elmer Fudd on my asshole.
Dude, that's really dope.
On my ass crack. Actually, it's my ass cheek. Okay, but he has a barrel pointed into my ass hole.
The hole is the gun.
The hole is where the barrel is pointed at.
Oh yeah.
Because he's like pointing it, and that's Elmer Fudd.
Oh yeah.
And Elmer Fudd is hunting. He's hunting Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
And so
and Bugs
it has a little like word box, and it says, "Get out of there, you wascally wabbit."
Oh wow.
And
hey man, if you guys are interested in doing this tattoo for him, please hit us up in the DMs. Hit him up. Hit him.
I was planning on doing it myself.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Stick and poke.
No.
I was really planning on doing it stick and poke.
In the mirror for 46 hours.
Oh, like this. I kind of already started my stick and poke adventures.
Yeah, bro. He gave himself a little camera.
I'm pretty.
What's funny is he did it that way instead of what? Show him what other way you could have done it.
Oh, wait, what?
He could have done it.
I could have done it like.
On the inside of here, but it's okay. Look, man.
I didn't. I did it like. Oh
no!
Better. Look at that. Oh no!
Elijah Stone!
Oh,
Elijah, where are you?
Paparazzi, stop, bro! Stop!
Oh my gosh!
No, man.
Little camera.
Speaking of Ponce, dude. Where is Ponce?
Don't even mention Ponce,
funny,
bro.
We're gonna put a clip of this situation in the stream at some point, or in the video, whatever. Probably right here.
What's up, guys? Ponce gonna come on in a second here. Where is Ponce De Leon? Where the fuck's Ponce?
We're probably gonna put a clip in here somewhere where we were sitting here and there's been an on-running theme. Okay, should we talk about how we called Ponce Ponce, like where Ponce actually came from? Because, dude, listen, I want you guys to understand. Look at me right here. I want you to understand that when Ponce De Leon says he's not Ponce De Leon, that was the first time we have ever heard him say that he is
Oh
not
my
Ponce
gosh.
De
Oh
Leon.
wow. Yeah.
That
Speaking
was the
of
first
that,
time we heard
I didn't
that.
know where
We
you were
did
going with
not
this, but
know,
yeah.
dude. Listen, I want you to understand.
This mother-
Look at me in the eyeballs, dude.
This mother lover right here, bro.
Okay, so
This
listen,
mother lover right
listen,
here,
listen to
man.
how this worked out. Listen to how this worked out.
Let me.
So we're all riffing, we're all talking, we're having a good time, chatting about things, and randomly, Sima goes, dude, you're like Ponce De Leon. And I start crying, laughing, and I'm like, who is that, bro? He's like, I don't even know, bro. And Ponce is like, yeah, who is that? And we're like, no, I don't know. I Google Ponce De Leon. He's a Spanish inquisitor who went searching
Conquistador.
who went searching for the freaking fountain of youth, dude. He was in like Pirates of the Caribbean, like the character was, and all this other stuff. And he was like a super dope guy. Right? Found it in Florida. Apparently, he was maybe had his own things going on.
Florida.
Whatever, right?
Yes.
So he calls him that. It was super funny, and it just kind of like landed because he gives us Ponce De Leon vibes.
Ponce De Leon
And
vibes.
he was like
100.
he was like ha ha ha, and we just kept calling him that, and it landed. It like works, and it kind of fits his personality really well. And then out of nowhere, he calls. I'm in the road with him with Ponce, Alex to Nashville.
They
And
call me
they
randomly.
him. And then Ponce is like, dude, yeah, like I think it's my name, but I think I'm gonna go by Ponce De Leon, but I think it's cool.
He tells me that to
Tells
myself.
us this is what we heard, okay? And this is the belief this whole time. And then on the pod, last episode, you guys saw him say, by the way, it's just a nickname. News to us, brother.
Yeah, like way to gaslight me to make me
bro.
look like I try to force you into a name,
no,
bro.
it's okay. We love him though, but he'll
Like-
figure out his name journey eventually.
Yeah,
Comment down below. Should it be Ponce De Leon or Hoverath?
Don't hurt his feelings.
Don't hurt his feelings.
But,
Let
but
Alex
tell him
know.
the truth. all right?
Because Alex is not here, we need to overflow the comments with Alex comments. Everyone talk about where's Ponce? First of all,
Where is Ponce?
Hashtag where
Can
is
someone
Ponce?
ask where Ponce is?
Hashtag where is Ponce? And is it Ponce, Alex, or Hoverath?
Also, if you see Alex out there, if you see Ponce, can you take a picture of
In the
him?
environment.
Can you take a picture of him and
say, "Found
and
Ponce."
hashtag found Ponce?
Hashtag found Ponce.
And
You
and
ever
just
see
post
Ponce
it.
De Leon?
Post it to social media. That's
And
how
tag
you
us
guys can get onto our podcast. We will have a segment about everywhere is Ponce thing. Like
Every
every
single post of Ponce De Leon
finding
finding
Ponce.
Ponce, a whole
I
episode
will
dedicated.
I will shout you out personally.
We will
shout
personally
you out.
Put you on the screen and showcase
If
that
you
you
can find
found
Ponce.
him yourself. Feel
Please.
free to include yourself in this Snapchat or this TikTok or the story or whatever it is, so we can see your beautiful face and how you found Ponce De Leon.
Where is our Ponce? Can someone
listen.
please find our Ponce?
Mr. Ponce has other obligations apparently to do, called a show, performing for the people.
It's called his
Whatever,
gift.
his gift that God gave him or something.
His gift to life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a gift to life and whatever, everlasting peace and eternity and happiness.
So-
But we
so
will hopefully go try to go
good.
see him later. But
It's so funny.
it's so funny. So yeah, I just feel like people had to know that because people don't know how Ponce got his name, and I feel like since he's not here, what better time than to talk about Ponce De Leon? But the reason one of the funniest things of this all happened was every single time me and Simba are hanging out, we're talking about all these plans we have going on and all these things we
networking,
want to do,
businesses,
businesses,
like actual, like,
everything we can-
real life things that we're trying
huge
to do,
plans
and we're adding
key movements
Ponce
that
in
we're
there.
trying to do, and Ponce is involved. But every single day, there at least 4 or 5 times a day is the word, "Where is Ponce?"
Where's Ponce? There's a sentence.
Where's Ponce? Literally, where is Ponce? I don't know.
Actually, we're gonna start a segment like that. Here, we're gonna cue the music right here.
We're gonna
and,
show you guys. We're gonna show you guys the Ponce De Leon song in 3, 2, 1.
Where the fuck is Ponce? Where the fuck is Ponce? Where the fuck is Ponce?
Where the fuck's Ponce?
Ponce De Leon.
Ponce De Leon. Okay.
Where the fuck is Ponce?
You guys get that.
You guys get the
it.
gist.
You understand.
We boogied for a hard minute riffing
It was
about
pretty good. It was
And so
pretty
whenever
good.
you hear "Where's Ponce," that's what it's about.
Shout
That's
out to
what it
Lovely
means.
on the drums.
Shout out to Lovely on the
and
drums. Shout out to
Alexander
Alexander Thomason on the guitar. God is good, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Brought us all
for
together in a
real, like,
crazy, weird way, and somehow it all works. And I don't know how it all works, but it does, and it's awesome.
What I do know that's also awesome is that Alex is helping us with this networking event on the 14th.
Yes, we have an
And we had
event.
this like little event that it's kind of little
Network
because we're making
event.
it more intimate. We're making it around 40 people is the max that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be
around
bringing
that.
in masters of the craft from every sort of the field, whether it's cinematography, videography, painting,
models,
actors,
singers,
musicians, yeah,
entrepreneurs, everything.
yeah, all that kind of jazz. Anyone like people, live sound, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all the above.
People, sound engineers and such. Allowing them all to come together, network, and see that
And just
there's
mingle.
opportunity to in their local area to work with like-minded people that enjoy and value the passion
have
of art
the same drives that they do.
and the same level of expertise in their own specific field.
Exactly. Because hear me out. If I'm an actor and the best thing that I want to do is be around people who have connections with the acting world, guess what I'm going to want to do? Go to an event just like the one we're creating, and I'm going to go on a bump shoulders. Because guess what? This is my favorite thing. Ready? This is what happens at these events and these situations. Oh, excuse me. Hi, what's your name? Oh, what? You're a casting director? Wow, I'm an actor. My name's Elijah. Oh, I'm a musician. My name's Elijah. I need band members. Oh, all of a sudden now these people and these people are getting connected, and it doesn't even have to be through us directly. It's through us passively through events like this, and everyone can get to meet everybody, and it creates an awesome community. The first one is going to be December 14th, and it's going to be super awesome. All the info for this event will be on all of our pages and be posted everywhere you can see it. So by the time this episode is out, you will see this event, or you maybe already saw clips of it. Who knows? Maybe this already happened.
Right. Honestly,
I think this episode will come out after this happened.
we're making it kind of private for the moment, other than just talking about it here on the cast. I'm not like sending out a mass address or anything because we are keeping it like
Very
masters of the
private.
craft. And
It's private, yeah.
I think it's the best opportunity for that as well because I want people to see the space that's being able to be utilized here that people could utilize with either podcasting, cinematography, and
Photo
photo
shoots,
shoots,
music,
anything
yeah,
really,
all the
like
above.
music, recording, live band room, live stage, all that stuff. And I think that being able to see that, also we have a mini grand piano out there.
Beautiful, vintage.
Vintage is over 100 years old for real. It's
Beautiful
kind of
instrument.
crazy craftsmanship.
really
It's
pretty.
insane.
Yeah.
But that being said, with this kind of thing that we're doing, this is just the first step in many that will help us solidify the movement, or like a step in the movement that can bring independent artistry to another level. You see, bringing the freedom of art back into the world in a sense of where instead of signing to a label or feeling the pressure of needing to do that in order to grasp or garner attention for your craft, which in the end will actually hinder you more than it will help you. It's funny because you want the freedom to do stuff with your craft, and people see that the idea of freedom is probably having more money, but that's not even the case because if you're under contract, even with all that money, you can't do certain things.
Yep.
And so
I could hand you $1 million. Would you think you'd be free? Maybe. But if I told you got to wear this, you got to talk to these people, you got to do this, you can't go to those parties, you can only go to these parties. You're going to go to exactly where
And
we
you're
tell
not
you to
gonna
go.
talk about
We're
this.
going to only have you talk about the things we want you to talk about. We're not going to talk about anything else. We're not even going to look at people who aren't talking about this. And yada, 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 the list continues.
But guess
And
what?
it's-
You look like you're really cool because you're in with
to
the
the
club. You're
outside
talking to this
world,
guy
you're
and this
talking
guy.
to these cool people,
and-
but it's hand selected that you get to talk to those people. And
Right.
you never really get to see what God actually has in store for your life.
You're kind of you leave your life in the hands of
man,
this industry
of
of
these
man
people, of
of
these-
man. You let
of
a
these
man
people.
rule your life.
Mhm.
You can't just quit a contract job like that.
No, yeah.
And so that's why you see people like Kesha taking forever to actually come out again with stuff because she
They
had to
can't.
battle all those contracts. That girl has been through hell, like
Yeah,
legit.
so much
Like-
legal battles.
like, there's
all of
so
them, bro.
many
Taylor
things.
Swift,
Like,
Justin Bieber.
there's just so many,
All
yeah,
of them
it's-
have gone through
it's-
so
even Ed
much
Sheeran
crap,
has,
dude. Ed
and-
Sheeran, yeah, all of their, yeah, it's so much stuff.
I want people to see that until you're on top in this industry, most of these people that are on top are never going to talk about what's really going on, right? Because
Nope.
they've either been fucked over so much to the point where they're now fucking other people over to where now they don't want to talk about it now because now they're finally on the gaining end of the stick.
They're finally at a place where they want to be. So they're like, I'm not even going to talk about any of this crap that I went through now because it's exhausting.
Right. And if they do, then it might ruin their potential of keeping their spot right now.
What they're doing.
And so it's like...
That's why you have artists like me and Simba and Alex, Ponce De Leon, and the group of community of people that we're building to come together to show you what life is like as an independent artist,
and without baby oil,
how much better it's going to be with being independent. No oil involved at all.
No oil,
unless it's for my car, which actually is leaking oil. I need to get that fixed. Look, wow. We're starving artists. We're out here. We're down bad still. You know, like I know a lot of famous people who still can't afford rent. So like, there's something going on in the industry. It's messed up and it's all jacked, and we're here to fix it and help and offer our skills and our abilities to our communities that we're building through our perseverance, drive, and creative abilities that God gave us to make a drastic, lasting impact in the music industry to help change the whole game for everyone after us. Because I'm tired of this stuff. I bet you're tired of this stuff. I bet you're tired of all the crap. Look, everyone wants to see their favorite artist doing well and doing all these things, talking about all these things. They don't see their favorite artists going through hell back to back with contracts, getting screwed by these guys, and all this stuff.
All they see is the outside.
All they see is just outside. Oh, he dropped another song.
Most people will be like, why would you turn down a contract? Why would you even turn down a contract from Warner?
Why would you
turn down a contract from Interscope? I don't understand.
They hand you so much money. Why would you do that? Yeah, because they were trying to control my life in a way that would have ruined my existence.
Why do you live for money? Like,
so
you want me to? So you're telling me if you lived a life of turmoil and you wrote about it, and you're having people offer you money to literally change the lyrics that you wrote about the truth in your life in order to make it fit more with the narrative of what's going on now. When that thing that you're talking about changing is literally the truth in your life and your actual memories.
And
that's
real things that
fucking
happen.
with your head, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's a part of me, and they wanted to change that.
It's controlling part of your spirit, bro.
And they said it so confidently that I know that they don't just do this. This is not just a one-time thing.
No,
this has happened to many people.
They
like
do this.
This was a very tactical way of doing it too, and they provoked me into opening up and showing me like, oh, it's okay to like tell me about your life. I want to know. And then you do, and then they're like, oh wow, we're gonna use the shit out of this kid.
Every thought he has, and we're gonna write it down and sell it to other people.
We're gonna use his pain.
We're gonna rip him part to part and drain him of money.
We're gonna milk him until he fucking just dries up, bro. This is our new cash cow, and that's what they do to you.
Yeah.
I want you to see that the opportunities that they wave in front of your face are just as abundant as the carrot on the stick. The moment you finally eat the carrot, there's no more carrot on a stick dangling in front of you. You only get bits and pieces at a time. When the whole time you're dangling with that, you're running with that carrot dangling on a stick, you're running past all the opportunities in real life around you.
Blessings and good
everything.
things.
You're running past carrot fields.
Carrot pastures,
literally, like just people with food in abundance. You're just looking at this carrot, and you're only looking at that carrot. And guess what? You're chasing streams. You want to get 1 million streams? Tell me how it makes sense that 20 years ago, if 1 million people listened to your songs, your kids wouldn't have to worry about college. But right now, if I have 1 million streams, or if I have millions of people listening to my song right now, I'm still struggling for rent at the end of the month.
You could make 20 million streams and only have enough to really last you a month and a half, maybe 2 months.
How does that make sense? How in 20 years did it go from that to this? That's what I'm trying to say is
house
extortion. Like this is literal.
You're telling me, bro. Like we have global. Like there's gonna be songs that could reach the entire population and more of certain countries and states and cities and such, and yet you're gonna hand me $1. You're gonna hand me like what? Like it's just not. It's just so messed up. Sorry, continue.
And everything's netted, and
everything's
weaving together. Like the
and
fact
you can't
that
do this without this. You can't do this without this.
And what you have to realize is that there's a big push for online presence, right?
Yep.
Just like what we're doing right now. There's a big push for online presence. And the reason why that is because they want to seclude you. They want to get you alone, They want you to blow up that little song on TikTok so that they come to you and they come knocking on your door and they go, hey, yo, hey, I like that song you did. It's doing some pretty good things.
Yeah,
You want a team of people?
now that you're better,
Since you haven't been going out and finding teams of people because I've been telling you to stay in your room. You want a team one? You want a team now?
Here's how they do this too. I've even had some of my own label interactions, and I've never even bothered or even thought about labels because I knew they were messed up. But a lot of them would say, "Oh, like, so there's crazy offers on the line, all this crazy stuff going by. However, you have to go blow up independently now. You have to go and post your stuff on TikTok. If you're not popping on TikTok and on Instagram, they don't care. Like unless they're like, you know, obviously like sometimes it's like, let's see your talent. All this really depends. But there's certain companies who are like, oh yeah, we would only fund your artistry if you organically can already blow up yourself. I see you're talented enough. I think you're insane. You're one of the most talented people I've ever met. But I just don't see it making sense for me to give you any money until you physically blow yourself up right now while you're working your job, while you're doing your thing. Why don't you? It's crazy. And
you want to know the psychology behind that though?
Yeah, so they can get an automatic W, an automatic win, and not worry about anything, and they could.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's obvious.
Yeah.
But it's also the same psychology that, see, true artists won't ever sign that fucking deal.
No,
but you know who
no.
will sign that deal? The moment that one of these kids that wants to become famous, that has nothing to add
he doesn't-
artistically
yeah,
to
no.
this, they have nothing to say, they have nothing to add to,
They just want to make
to our
art
industry.
and be a famous rapper.
They want to be a
singer,
rapper,
and-
yeah. They want to be fucking
be
bitches,
trapping,
making money. They
cool,
want to be
yeah.
seen as someone cool as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Those
they
are the
want.
people, the moment that they get that message, they get that message from that industry label, right? And they're like, yo, until you're popping off, we can't. And he's like, okay, bet. He gets one little video pop off, instantly bites on it. Hey, I just popped off a little bit.
Can you hit me up? Can you hit me up?
Yeah, and then they're like, okay, cool,
bet,
sign
bet,
this.
bet.
And he's like, no, I'm a signed artist. Oh, I'm a signed artist.
And now
I just
he's
wanted to
talking
be a
about
signed guy.
artists, and now the record label's like, all right, bet. So who was that kid we had on Tuesday? Yeah, man. Put him on the shelf next to this guy and this guy, and make sure you can't release music for the next 2. He sounds like these. Make sure.
Yeah,
give
that
him
guy
3
reminds
years,
me of
3,
DaBaby.
4 years. Don't give him any music for 4 years because we have DaBaby, Little Baby, all these other people dropping music, so we don't want him to drop music.
We're putting, $15,000 into DaBaby this month. Okay,
Yeah, this week.
This week. All right. And so this kid, if I sign him for $100,000 right now, and DaBaby is gonna make me a lot more than $100,000, so I could just sign this kid for $100,000. I'll make him think he's got a cool payday. I'll make him brag to his family or whatever. Then I'll shelf him so that he can shut the fuck up and then not take away from my investment in DaBaby because he sounds too much like DaBaby.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shove him to the side.
A lot of these guys are like, I'm willing to hand this artist $100,000, $1 million to pay him off essentially, so I can spend $10 million on DaBaby and have it work.
Because this is already working. This is already an working
and this guy
function.
is such a similar sound. If I put too much
And
money
he's
into
new
him,
and he's
I
scary.
let him have creation,
He's threatening.
if I let him have freedom, if I let him do what he wants, if I get him around his people he wants to be around, he will take up and he'll blow up, and I can't control him anymore. Whereas now, he's already signed the paperwork. He's under me. He already wants my $1 million. He has $1 million. Go play with $1 million and figure out a way to pay me that back while I focus all of my eggs on DaBaby or whatever artist or whatever person.
Whatever
that
artist this industry has under
Whoever.
contract or in check at the moment, that's who they're going towards. You see, this is a very dangerous game, and they call it a game for a reason.
Yep.
If you, as an independent artist, blow up out of nowhere, you are a direct threat to every investment that has already been placed within this industry that has been laid on the table, right? And you are now this person who's walked into a play. You walked into a play that none of them knew you were even a character on.
You didn't even know. They didn't even know you had lines.
Yeah.
And you
they're-
start singing. They
You,
go,
you like, and they start looking at you like,
whoa.
and then now it's like this weird passive aggressive thing where everybody in the audience, they don't even know what's going on. The audience doesn't even know that you're not supposed to be there.
so confused.
Yeah,
Everyone's a little bit like,
why are they treating this guy this way? Have you noticed that's how some artists rise and then boom, they die, or boom, they get shelved, or boom, and
they stop making music
there are a
or-
lot of people in their own hometowns that have seen a lot of really talented people just go up and then look like they're gonna do something and then they fade out.
Gone.
Why they do that?
Why?
Oh,
And where did they
probably
go?
because they were a threat to someone's investment. And like if you're
And they
not
made a
with
wrong deal.
if you're not with the program, bro, like they make you get GTFO, bro. They make you GTFO in a GTA way, bro. They literally just like they yank you out, bro. And
They disconnect you from the lobby, bro.
that's what they've done to every person that was an artist before. That's why we no longer have real artists that are promoted. That's why everything
Yeah.
sounds similar. Everything's starting to blend. Genres are starting to blend. When realistically, there should be no boundary on music in the first place.
Yeah.
But now you see genres are blending because all these artists are mimicking each other, one another. There's no more. It used to be a thing where
Yeah.
who has the most original thing, who has the most thing that's more now than anything, and now it's like who has the thing that's more like this that's like this thing that we like.
Yeah, I
Oh,
want an Amy, bro. Give me
Yeah.
an Amy Winehouse. Give me Nirvana, bro.
Yeah.
Give me Foo Fighters, man. I don't want this new.
Yeah.
What is he trying to change? What he's trying to do his own thing? Nah, bro. Let's make sure that he either doesn't or chooses a lane so we can keep him there.
That's what sucks is like. I don't know. It's very cornering and predatory toward people like us in this
Super.
industry, and I want people that are like trying to get into this industry to recognize the signs and see that they look. I cannot, Elijah cannot, Ponce De Leon, no matter
Himself.
where he is, wherever the fuck he's at, we cannot offer you what these industry people can offer you. But you know what I can offer you that they won't ever be able to offer you is this right here. You are free, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You have the freedom. You have a God-given freedom of free will.
Mm-hmm.
You could
A gift.
instead of signing to a
God-given gift of
label
talent
where
and free
where
will.
they hand place you wherever your thing goes. They pick the way that your dream goes, right?
Yeah.
Instead of that, you have the opportunity to meet people like him, like my friend Lucas, like my friend Shinobi, like my friend Ponce.
Incredible human beings.
So many incredible human beings, like John Bellion, like Kanye West. There are so many people. Chance the Rapper,
Dude.
Andre 3000, like type thing.
Anderson
like
.Paak,
you have to
dude, Justin Bieber,
realize
bro. All
Anderson
these-
.Paak. Like
all-
there are all these people that are like so awesome that you need to see that know exactly what this industry is, has seen the way that it works, and they too are doing exactly what we're talking about, where we're trying to network and we are trying to actually like create freedom for all of us.
Yeah.
We have the ability to be free and don't
Yeah.
sell out on
Don't do
the
it. Please
idea of
don't.
I need to be something, because
Be what God created you to be. Whatever
Be
unique
yourself.
version of that is,
Yes.
bro, choose that.
Find
be
yourself.
that.
Find
the
yourself.
number one thing, look, hear me out, is, and I mean, and you know, then it's so mind blowing because a lot of people want to find their sound or who they are as an artist or whatever.
Or their vocal chain.
Or their
What the
vocal
fuck is a vocal chain?
Find their vocal chain. When, bro,
go sing in a corner until
Yeah.
it sounds good in your ears, and
Yeah.
then when it feels good, that's when you go and record it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking tell me
Yeah.
that it doesn't sound good because I don't have my vocal chain. Go do your thing. You have a God-given talent.
Yeah.
Go do your thing without technology helping you.
Yeah.
Go do your thing like Mike used to. Like you
Yeah,
think
man.
you think if Michael Jordan had a computer that would help him serve basketball shots every day, bro, do you think that he would be Michael Jordan?
No,
No. Come on, bro.
you got to find your thing. And
Same
look,
thing with Michael Jackson.
So many people, exactly. So many people, you know,
Both the
want to
MJs.
find other things, find out how to make the best content, whatever. When they haven't really found themselves, dude. Like, you know, how many people I've seen who make music who they don't know who they are. They don't know what they want to do in this world.
that
They
hurts
don't know
so
what they
bad.
want to say. They don't know what to talk about. They don't know what their favorite color is. They don't know what their favorite kind of food is. They have to think about it for 5 minutes. There's people out there who make music like that. And it's sad. It sucks, you know, and I pray every day that everyone watching gets to really, truly know who they are. But like, the reason that I'm the way that I am and the way that you are the way that you are is because we had time to learn ourselves, to become ourselves. And bro, a lot of my life, I didn't have friends. I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't have anybody. I didn't even have really my family. I was like solo lone wolfing it, like running around in the wilderness of freaking Pahrump, you know, Nevada, and then Vegas and whatever, and traveling and doing these things. And I spent every waking moment trying to figure out who I am and who I want to become and who God has called me to become. And I've done everything in my power to just follow, to just work on that, become the best I possibly can. And now here's the thing, and here's the best thing about art and music and creativity is you're not ever really competing with anybody. The only thing you have to compete with is your old self, is your past self, because no one ever can be you better than you are you. When we talk about these labels trying to take these artists and shelf them or whatever, it's not because they're identical to this person. It's because maybe their influences, whatever they came through or came with, refers back to that person in some sort of way or some sort of shape or form. So they toss them and tell them that they should make music in that lane and then shelve them for that reason.
They see a potential threat.
Whereas if you sit in yourself and you develop your sound how you want to make music, what inspires you to create and to like what makes you burn with passion, focus on that, work on that, make that the best thing you can possibly make it. And I promise you, there's no one that could ever stop you. There's no one that can.
You will meet your team.
You will meet your team. Just like we have met our team and we're meeting our team continuously, we're still finding our team. You will meet your team.
It's insane.
And sometimes you will meet a team, and it's only like the devil. It's only the devil's lie of what your real team's gonna look like.
Oh yeah,
sometimes
that's true.
you will meet a
That's
team
true.
and you're like, wow, I think this is my group of people, and you're not really sure and things are happening or whatever, and then all of a sudden it fumbles and crumbles under your feet, and sometimes that happens.
And some people get discouraged, and they
some
never
people get discouraged
they never
and
get
never
back.
do music again. They stop doing music because one thing fell apart.
One interruption.
And let's say it was all of their friends and their entire music community in their hometown. Guess what? There's a million other hometowns. There's a million other states and cities and countries and places. And
you want to know
the
another
music
thing?
industry's online.
No prophet has any honor in their hometown.
Exactly.
It literally
In
says
the
that.
Bible,
It says
talks
that
about
anybody
this.
with their own home gift, with their own gift, has no honor in their hometown, and that's because of the psychology behind it. Of I grew up with the awkward motherfucker.
I grew up with Eli. I knew Eli. I knew
motherfucker.
you know.
Dude, he spilled yogurt on his pants in fucking lunch in front of that chick, bro. Remember that was that guy. Yeah.
Remember
that guy's famous bullshit. No way. That's how they treat you.
That's how they treat you. And then they see you on TV and they see you in magazines and on the radio and whatever, and then they can't do anything about it. But hear me out.
On
It's just-
magazines,
on
TV,
that's the reference.
no matter where you are, you might see me.
So listen, just keep
Kid
doing
Cudi.
your thing. Keep doing it. Kid Cudi, hit us up, bro. We'd love to talk. All
Yo,
y'all, everyone that's
you're
mentioned in this pod,
amazing.
let's talk, man. All the artists we talked about in this pod, please DM us. Let's reach out. Let's get you on the pod.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah,
amazing.
you guys are awesome.
Yeah,
you
for
guys are
real.
legends, for real. But yeah, you have to just keep going and find yourself. That way, because look, if you don't know yourself, there's no way you can make music for the people who need it, okay? If you know yourself and you make music from your soul, from who you really are, that is how you are going to directly connect with and help save people who
The people
are
you're
just
supposed to.
like
The
yourself.
people you're supposed
who
to
you're
help, yeah.
supposed to help. Because
Yeah,
then people,
right.
you know, funny fact, when I made my first song, I Wish I Knew Love, my whole hometown, all of my friends, my brothers, my family, everyone clowned me for making a sad, simpy song because it was so soft and sad and whatever. Bro, I'm not a sad, simpy guy. You guys, if you know me in any way, shape, or form, I'm not a sad, simpy guy. I used to be sad and depressed.
Yeah,
But
he
here's the
chuckles
thing.
when you poke him. Like
Yeah,
he's like the Pillsbury Doughboy. He
Dude,
chuckles
I'm a
when you
sweet guy,
poke him.
man.
Except
I'm
he's
a
a lot more
lovable-
ripped. He's shredded.
Yeah, I'm jacked in
compared
here.
to-
You can't
he's-
tell.
He's really jacked.
Yeah.
He's-
But
no-
the thing
no
is,
diddy, no diddy.
people used to clown me for that, and then those are the same people saying, "Bro, I love your music. I listen to your whole album. Stream all your." But it's like, it doesn't matter what people think about when you're creating your thing. Create your thing, and it will make sense to the people who will see it, and it will not make sense to the people who don't. But to the people who see it, that's all that matters, because the rest of them do not matter.
It's very true.
It's extremely true.
That's so true. And honestly,
And now some of those guys are like my biggest fans.
yeah, digging into yourself, man. Digging into yourself is one of the biggest things. And a lot of people, what I see in art now is them putting what they're putting into music is an outward perspective rather than an inward perspective. It's what they see on the outside and they go, oh, this is what music should be like. And then they take it rather than people, and the true artists are the ones who look into themselves and go, what is this feeling? What is this melody? Right?
What does it mean to me?
What does
How
it
do I
mean to me?
translate?
What do I have to say? They have something to say to the world, you see?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't have anything to say anymore. They just want to be heard. And in a
Dang.
world where everybody wants to be heard, it's really sad because a lot of them could probably have some really cool shit to say, man.
Really cool things to talk about.
They could really impact someone's life with the way
Could
that,
really
that
help
they're going.
someone.
But you know,
But they choose not to. Not even that they choose not to. It's just like they
They
haven't
choose-
allowed themselves to learn how.
well, they're led like sheep. We're all sheep.
Oh, true. We're all sheep.
We're all sheep.
Different
They're
flocks.
led like sheep They're led like sheep into the darkness. They're led like sheep into that forest where,
And before
where the sheep
anyone
get massacred.
before anyone tries to come out and say, "Oh, well, I'm not a sheep," we're all sheep. We're all flocks of different creations. We're luckily flocks of the Good Shepherd, and I hope that you're a flock of the Good Shepherd, and we continue to.
Amen.
We'll pray for you, and we'll help you get there. But just like that, there are shepherds out there who lead their flock astray, and it sucks because like
People are gonna flock to
Yeah.
something, right?
They're gonna
you
flock
know
to
that.
something. We
Hey,
all know
guess
this.
what? I'm not influencing them to go sign contracts. Are you? Because why are they doing it?
Why are they doing it?
Why?
Everyone knows
Why-
it's basically
why
not
are the
good,
people
and
that-
most of the
that
time
are-
it's a bad deal, and
They're also deemed as influencers in today's society, and that's for a specific reason into influencing even not influencing the regular people who don't do influencing things, but also influencing influencers. They
Yeah.
influence influencers to
Yeah.
keep influencing, which is something
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah.
We have allowed big corporates to make our lives about going, hey, go check this thing out. Hey, blah,
Yeah.
blah. When really, none of that really fucking matters. None of that
No,
is
it
even
doesn't.
changing the world. None of that has done anything.
Now, hear me
Tell
out.
me
Now-
a time
now-
where a motherfucker made a paycheck and it changed the world.
You're right. Well, hear
Never
me out.
happened.
Hear
Never
me out.
happened.
I want to say this. If you are watching this podcast and you have a brand or a company or something that is drastically actually trying to change things, trying to make a difference, trying to help, sustainable clothing, sustainable menswear, or anything, food, anything, hit us up.
For
Because we're
real.
trying to do something out here that's not really ever been done before, and we're going to need help. We're going to need friends. We're going to need sponsors. We're going to need teams. We're going to need all the people. So if you have
Honestly-
something that's trying to change the world, reach out to us at realtigersanddragons@gmail.com, and let's talk about some stuff and send us what you got, and we'd love to talk to you about future endeavors. But
Yeah,
as of lately, I haven't been seeing a lot of crazy stuff. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to change things, man. And I think
It's
a lot
scary,
of
yeah.
it's scary
It's
and
a weird-
crazy.
weird world. I mean,
It
I
really
have no
is.
fear, and
I
you
have
should
no
have
fear.
no
There's
fear
there's no
either.
fear. There's no fear because
And-
God is good and God will provide. But it's wild how it
It's-
all works and how everything comes together, and that sometimes
Unreal.
it takes Simba and Elijah and Ponce De Leon when he's here to do things and to kickstart
takes
this
art.
movement. It takes art. It takes
Dude,
creators
honestly,
like yourself.
like we just said, like there's never been a chance in time in history where a person made a paycheck and it changed anything for the better. There was for sure a time, and I can count for sure many times where things have changed in a betterment because of art.
Oh yeah,
That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
I can say that. I could even say
What-
that
what-
the
yeah.
only change that really was made out of all humankind was literally
through art.
Jesus.
Jesus, really.
That was the only real
and
change.
God is
That
created
was the
art,
only
bro.
real
God
change.
created art. Jesus is the only one
That's
that
the
ever
only
really
person
made
who
change.
came and made a change. Every other
Yeah.
person made a discovery. They
Or-
made
and whatever change they made was small enough to
It wasn't a change.
enough
It was
to
never a
impact.
change.
It was
A
an
cosmetic
impact.
change.
Cosmetic
Yeah.
like a Band-Aid.
Yeah, not
Jesus
even
was
like
the
a
only
Band-Aid.
one.
Yeah.
Jesus was the only one who
like a-
actually made drastic, life-changing, everlasting,
actual
changing
change. Yeah.
And honestly,
like other people would like paint your nails, right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
honestly,
like
what we-
Jesus
what-
came
yeah.
and like gave you a whole new body, a whole
exactly.
new hand, like and
And
a
what-
whole new life. Yeah,
and what
Holy
we're here to
Spirit.
do is utilize the powers and the gifts that God has given us, the talents God has given us, to make change through with His name, with His grace, and with His abundance in our lives, to help make a change. So people like yourself, people like me across the world who may not even have internet, or people like yourself across the world who might not have internet, or there people in freaking Antarctica or whatever, everyone across the world trying to make a change through the powers that God has given us to help change the world for a better place, to make the art industry a different industry than it is right now, to change entertainment entirely, and to help bring love back into the gift of into the talents, into the people who are actually making the things you're listening to. Because most of the things you're listening to right now are made with no care. Whatever, people are pissing them out their butt, dude. I promise you.
Either that, or they're trying. The care only has to do with money,
And it's how
has
much
nothing to
money
do-
can you
yeah.
earn me?
How can
It's
we
not about how
capitalize
can
on
I.
these people?
It's
How
not
can we-
about how can I touch your soul and impact you and change you and inspire you to do,
How
to
can we
do better.
manipulate these kids?
How can my song in your ears get you to spend money on my product? That's what they
Right,
think.
that's what they do.
That's
and
what
it's
is
wrong.
happening right now.
It's not how can my song help you. It's not how did I do with this song, and did it stay true to my art and who I am. It's not like that anymore. It's really sad because I see this happen a lot with a lot of artists where they'll start out in a place where they are digging in themselves, and they'll look at the industry artist and go, see, but that guy's got streams and stuff, so I gotta do what he's doing. And then they slap on auto-tune, they slap on all these things, and they start like doing all these things for it, and it ends up making themselves mimic that because they look for the streams.
He did this music video release on his first song, so I have to release a music video with my first song. He released music videos for every single song, so I have to release music videos for every single song.
They make you chase your tail.
And they make you chase your tail like a goofy butt when you should have been
For
releasing
years.
music, just putting yourself out there and trying to be yourself. And I think this is a great place to kind of bring everything to a close because all of a sudden said, God is good. He's blessed us to be in the position that we're in right now. Utilize and learn from our mistakes and from the things that we've done wrong and that we've learned through this industry and through the experiences that we have in this industry. Don't make the same mistakes. Reach out to us if you'd like to connect and be on the podcast or learn more about us independently or work with us in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And be yourself. Put yourself out there. Don't ever be scared to try new things. Allow yourself to find the time. Allow yourself the time to find yourself and find what God has called you to do. And if it is music and art and entertainment, then pursue that with everything in you and never give up, no matter how crazy everything gets, no matter what blessings and things are given and taken away and moved. Just don't worry about any of those things. Just keep putting your foot in front of the other and keep taking those steps, because one day you will look back on your entire life and realize that it was all worth it and that everything makes sense and that everything is said and done and now your family's taken care of, you're well fed and you're happy and you're blessed. But the only way that can really ever happen is, one, if you follow God, you follow his commandments
You
for your
stay
life.
with your free will.
You stay with your free will. Don't
Stay with your
sign
free
to
will.
these freaking labels.
Stay with your
Don't
free will.
sign to companies that are trying to screw you. Trust your intuition, your instincts, and just continue trying to follow the life that God gave you to live.
Right, like just allowing yourself to really soak it up, and also realize that if you are an artist and you are going through any writer's block right now, I want you to see that we are like sponges, and if we're always wrung out, there's no way that we are going to get enough to bring out more. We have to soak in life a little
Yeah.
bit sometimes. So please
Yes.
don't give up
Yes.
on your writer's block
This is
moments.
really, yeah.
This is a moment for you to have pain. You
Yeah.
are supposed to live right now. You're supposed to have pain.
Yes.
Look, understand this.
Ooh,
Most of my songs have been written from a place of suffering and pain. Do you understand what it says in that Bible? That it says that his people will endure suffering and pain?
Mm-hmm.
It says that all his people will endure suffering and pain.
Mm-hmm.
And that he gave a specific spirit and a volume of it, of himself, to us individually as a unique gift to each and one of us individually.
Exactly.
Meaning that gift that he gave me, from my perspective, from what I'm saying for this part of this thing, and you could translate this to however it relates in your life, is I learned from this pain, and I grabbed this pain and I turned it into something beautiful, as he did with his sacrifice that was so traumatic and wrong, and it was blasphemous what happened.
Well, no, actually, no, it's not. It's real that it happened, because it was prophesied that it would happen. God,
but
Jesus
it
coming
was
down.
blasphemous that someone killed God. It was technically,
yeah.
right? Was it not? That's
yeah,
why
I
there was
guess.
the direct boom.
I guess, yeah, yeah,
because
for sure. Yeah,
it was
for
like
sure.
the
I wouldn't say
ultimate
blasphemous, I'd say
form of like.
blasphemous is not necessarily the word I'd use. I think, but because it had to happen for Jesus to be real.
Right, it did.
So,
but I think
but
like.
yeah. It was just
I think
wrong
that
the way
because
the
he
world
killed something
works.
sinless, like
Yeah.
because he killed a sinless,
Yeah, well,
it is.
This is another
it broke a
topic
law.
for another podcast
Yeah,
that we're on
we have
called
another podcast.
The Carpenter's Son.
It's
Check
called
it
The
out.
Carpenter's Son.
Yeah, check it
And-
out, and you can find it on all of our links are all together. You can kind of find them everywhere. Follow us on all the social medias. Follow us SMBA Music on Instagram and TikTok.
Elijah
and
Stone.
Official Elijah Stone on Instagram and TikTok. And our music names are pretty much the same. I don't have an official in my name. He doesn't have music at the end
We
of his
will
name.
tag Ponce De Leon.
We'll
If you can
tag
find
Ponce.
him.
He's not here. Look for him in the streets wherever he is. Please help us find Ponce De Leon.
And just like we said with the Jesus thing, we transform as artists these traumatic things into beautiful things, and I
Yep.
think that that's why we get preyed upon in this industry. I think we are all lights, and I think
Don't
that
let
they
nobody
want
ever
to
put your
show
light
that
out.
light from us, and we need to
Don't let it ever happen.
yeah, we need to stand together as like the sheep that we are, and we need
Stand
to
strong, shine
wait
bright,
for our
and,
shepherd,
and
right?
continue to do what you're meant to do on this planet. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise.
Also, in the Bible, it used to be a good thing to be referred to as a sheep, and it used to be a bad thing to be referred to as a goat. So
Funny
I
how
want
that
you
works.
to realize
Funny
that,
how that works.
in Revelations it says things will be backwards, just like it is now cool to be
That's
called the
another-
goat, and it's
That's
weird to be
now
called a
a
sheep.
topic for Carpenter's Son we'll talk about next time. Thank you guys so much for watching Tigers and Dragons. We love
don't
you.
get offended that I
We'll
called you
see
sheep.
guys. No, it's okay. We're all sheep.
We're all
thanks
sheep.
thanks for being here. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning into the podcast Tigers and Dragons. You can follow us on
Love you
all
guys.
social medias at Real Tigers and Dragons and the podcast at Tigers and Dragons here. We love you. We'll see you later. Peace.
Sklounce. About to sklounce. We about to sklounce out there, bit. All right, sklounce. We out there.